So when we talk about move twice, we're talking about many things from the point of just your simple escaping to actually manipulation of his joints to actually the manipulations of his body structure too, or in hitting. Right? Simple example of move twice is he throws a punch at me, I move out to here and escape, knowing his second rotation is going to follow this, I move again, that's move twice. Okay? So what I want you guys to do is get up. I want you guys to do this. He's going to punch, you're going to slip, and he's going to throw the second punch, you're going to slip. Okay? I don't want you to use too much body manipulation on it, I just want you to move to the angles. So he's punching, so one, punching, two, going back. Okay? He's going to come one punch connected to the other. There won't be a big pause there. Punch, move, back. Okay? Then what I want you to do is I want you to take it and tighten it up. So I'm here, I shift back, and then I want you to try to capture the center. So shift, one, two, capture center. It can be done on the inside too. Okay? So he's throwing a punch. I'm out here. My lean is out here. He punches. I step back in behind this. Okay? This would be my hit. So the punch here, he rotates, this gets here, and then I can follow with my temi or my throw if I choose to. Okay? So you guys get up. I want you to move twice, using it to the outside of the punch, then back, and then from the inside of the punch and off the secondary rotation. Okay, when you guys are going to the inside of the arm, okay, he's punching, jumping out, and then when he punches again, jumping back is not what I'm talking about. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, move out, move back, and then you can do your big. All right. But what I'd like to see you do is when he punches, I slip inside. I'm leaning slightly to this angle. My back foot is up on the ball of the foot. So technically, I'm in a front stance here. Okay. My body weight is forward. All right. As he rotates, I'm going to bring myself into a back stance and stay behind this triangle. Okay. You guys do this in pin-up. Punch. Okay. Stay right there. And then what we think of for the next move is there's another attacker here, and I step in and chop. Okay. That's a bit ridiculous when you consider this guy's throwing one punch, and now he's not going to hit me anymore and allow me to deal with my second opponent. Okay? If my hand is here, he rotates to hit me. This hit puts him right where my second strike is. Okay? That's in essence what you're doing here. He punches, I'm here. He rotates, I stay inside that. Now if I'm going to choose to step through it, do I have a chop? Then I have that. Alright? So slip inside, slip back. You don't need to move the foot, just bring it up on the ball of the foot. That puts you right inside the arc. If I want, I can turn this into a drum. Okay? So you guys work that. Alright, so we're gonna take joint locking. And sometimes when you're working a lock, it depends, a lot of times if you're working a lock to a stronger opponent, a stronger partner, you may find some resistance or some resistance from that. Okay? You feel like you're trying to jam the lock to get it into play. Okay, you don't want to do that. You want to use the concept of move twice to be able to make all your locks work. Right, so if I'm here and I want to work a good guy, you should take this guy down. He's going to have a tendency to pop his foot out there to try to catch his balance. Okay? From that foot being aligned underneath his shoulder, he's going to push the weight up to resist this. Resist. Okay? What you guys are going to do is you're going to go with the resistance and then go back. Okay? You have to be careful when you're doing this on your partner because you can break their wrist. So if I go to here and I find a resistance, and he pushes his hips underneath his elbow, push underneath, okay, and give him resistance, I turn this way and I go back to where I was. If I'm taking a lock such as this, I'm rolling this over, he gets his elbow bent, and you're trying to get this lock to work. If you don't use this pressure point to loosen the lock, here you have a problem. So if he's pushing up, push up, and then come right back down. Okay, the joint won't take that. Right? So I want you to work two locks. I want you to work your outside foot extension. I want the other person to try to get underneath this so that there's a lot of resistance there. Then all I want you to do is release, turn. You have an elbow there too if you'd like to throw that. Okay? Then take your, let's take this lock. He has his elbow bent. He's stronger than I am. I can't get this to work. I bring it up, right back down. That one you got to be real careful with. Okay? All right? So you have to feel them. in order to know when to apply it. Move with their motion a little bit, and then immediately go back to where you were. Okay? Go. Okay, when you're doing the elbow lock, the direction that you take your force is going to vary. Okay? Because everybody in here is different body structure. Height, strength-wise, mass. Okay? So, when I roll this on Izzy, and he's pushing, right now he's pushing up. I'm trying to get his elbow to bend, he is pushing up. Okay? Realistically, you should never be here, guys. Okay? If he grabs, I start to put pressure, and I feel him bending your elbow. If you just step back, you get the same effect. Okay? That's move twice too. Okay? Me not being where he expects me to be changes the lock, changes everything about what we're doing. Okay? So realistically, we're doing this right now, but you should never be here. If you get to this point, you deserve to be here. Okay? But the question was this. When Izzy, I get him here, he rolls his body sideways, okay? And he tries to resist this. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up, then down. Alright? Because he's pushing this way. Because I'm pushing this way. Alright? Now, Rick. On Rick, it's different. He grabs, I roll to here. Rick isn't, his arm isn't straight up and down now. Right now his forearm is angled. Okay? For me to push into Rick is very ridiculous because he is so strong. Alright? So if I'm here, I want to push this way. So I go this way and then bring it back. Alright? It's real important. Your angles and directions. You have to feel where the resistance is. Okay? So I'm here, he's resisting, I just step back. Let's move twice. Alright? So I need you guys to do it. Don't think that because you're doing this lock, and you get here, that now you have to stay here. Alright? I can move this way, back this way. Alright? So you have to change and adapt. Just like if the guy is striking you, do you stand in the same position? No, you move. I go to this lock, I'm having trouble, I move. Right? You should think this. I want to push this way. Because all of a sudden now when I push this way, what happens to you? You're off balance. What do you want to do? Since I'm pushing that way, what do you want to do? You want to push down for me. Okay? Alright, so just another two variations that we're going to do off of the wrist lock. So I go to here, he catches himself, he starts to resist. What I'm going to do is I'm going to release from here. So this is my move one, boom, this is my move twice. Okay, so he chokes, I'm rolling here, I take him here, I get the resistance, bang, right off the hip, follow him to the ground. If I'm working the other grab, and I work here, and I'm feeling this, and he resists, I disconnect, and change the circle. So he grabs, I'm rolling to here, I feel the resistance, he's pushing up, disconnect, right there, finish. So hopefully this video gives you a little more insight about the concept of move twice. Thank you. Okay, so this is just another little segment that we're putting out on YouTube to bring some awareness to Kosho Ryu and what it has to offer. If anybody's interested in the concepts of Kosho Ryu, we just published a new book. It's called Ultimate Kempo, and it's available on Amazon.com, Borders.com. It's also available at most bookstores. It is filled with concepts and principles that any martial artist can use pertaining to their own art. So if you're interested, please give it a look. Thank you.